what is going on with the Justice Department? Where is Merrick Garland? That is what CNN legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin wants to know. Take a look.
Well, on that front, Jeffrey, we are waiting on another decision. This not from a judge, well, I guess from a former judge. Merrick Garland, the U.S. Attorney General, who needs to decide whether or not he's going to prosecute Steve Bannon for contempt of Congress. The House voted to refer Bannon's refusal to come testify to the Justice Department, basically. Merrick's got to decide. He's had 3 weeks, and we haven't heard a peep.
You know, I find this really kind of remarkable, and frankly, it looks to me like dithering on the part of the Justice Department. This was not a new issue. This issue was in the pipeline for weeks. There is no reason why it is taking so long for the Justice Department to decide whether they are going to prosecute Steve Bannon or not. If they decide no, this investigation is effectively over, because all these other witnesses will similarly refuse to testify, knowing that they have no risk of being held in contempt. So, you know, even if the Justice Department decides to proceed on Bannon, it could likely take so long that Bannon would be able to run out the clock. But if they decide not to prosecute him, that means that this investigation, at least as far as these uncooperative witnesses are concerned, is effectively over.
All right, so let me just stop there for a second. Dithering sounds too much like diddling, and when it comes to Jeffrey Toobin, not good, not good. You don't want to, combine the two. Okay, anyway, ridiculous point aside, his analysis is spot on. Where is Merrick Garland? Where is he? Where is he? Well, it turns out he's just flat out not doing his job. Again, the guy's got one job. He's the head of the Justice Department. And right there, you have Steve Bannon basically ignoring a subpoena. That's it. I mean, he got a subpoena and said, yeah, how about you go fuck yourself? And now Congress, pass this contempt of Congress overwhelmingly, and the Justice Department is going, nah, I'm not going to do anything. It's been 3 weeks. We're just going to all forget about it, right? They haven't got a goddamn thing. No, the response should have been from the Justice Department, hey, Steve, this is not a request, sir. You're either going to do this, you're going to come with us, or you're going to go to jail. That is your choice. That's what a strong Department of Justice would do. Because guess what? They have the legal authority to do so. So why? Why were they not going to do it? Why didn't they do it? I don't know. Again, Garland hasn't done a goddamn thing, and it makes me think that he's not going to. This is, for him, this is a non-issue, apparently. At least that's what it seems like to me. Maybe I'm wrong. But like, the entire thing, Capitol riot, Steve Bannon's role, I mean, apparently it doesn't seem to matter to him. Because what else is he doing? We don't know. And as far as this goes, why? The only thing that I can assume that he's doing right now is shield Republicans. He's shielding Republicans. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's working on something. He's like, no. I'm working on it. Trust me, I got this. I'm just crossing the T's and dotting my I's, and I make sure that I got a great case. But I don't know. I can't say anything because he's not addressing this at all. At all. He's doing nothing. And by the way, if he refuses to do anything, again, Toobin is absolutely right when he says, well, if Steve Bannon doesn't get held in contempt, then what do you think is going to happen with everyone else that's been subpoenaed? They're not going to show up. We're just not. Nothing will happen, and this whole January 6th commission will be nothing but a giant joke and a waste of time. Oh, you got a commission. You might as well have Nancy Pelosi write another strongly worded letter. Hey, don't do an insurrection, folks. Worthless. Absolutely worthless. Like Merrick Garland. You know what this also means is that everybody in power that had a hand in planning the riots, you have people, for example, Rudy Giuliani, Donald Trump, members of Congress, nothing's going to happen to them. There's going to be absolutely no accountability. And what message does that send? Powerful people who try to subvert democracy, the election, will just get away with it. And they'll do it again. And they'll do it again. That's not the message that you want to send unless, by the way, you're on their side. Merrick Garland, are you on their side? Joe Biden, did you pick somebody who is on the side of Republican insurrectionists? You might want to come out there and say, hey, Merrick Garland, do something, do your goddamn job. And by the way, Republicans are, again, Steve Bannon's rubbing it in your face. Haha, I'm above the law. I mean, I was already put in prison for, being a criminal. And then, look at that. Donald Trump, he pardoned me. I'm no longer in prison. And by the way, I'm not going to go. I'm above the law. So go ahead and do your stupid subpoena. I will use it as toilet paper. I will wipe my ass with that. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Merrick Garland's too goddamn weak to actually do anything. The Democratic Party, who is in power, they're too goddamn weak to do, what their job is and to hold people accountable. It's garbage. They never planned on holding anybody accountable in the first place. At least that's the implication right now. I hope I'm wrong. But understand that if this doesn't happen, if Merrick Garland, if the Justice Department does not do something and hold Bannon accountable for ignoring a subpoena, this is going to end up having grave implications on everything going forward. It is going to embolden Republicans, and insurrectionists to continue doing what they're doing, and it's going to spell big, big trouble down the road. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share with your friends. You can subscribe and help out the channel by becoming a patron. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf, or you can become a channel member as well by hitting the join button below.